In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on April 30th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Heat versus New York Knicks. The Eastern Conference semifinals of the NBA playoffs brings us a renewal of a bitter rivalry from the 1990s as a pair of teams look to continue their surprising run in the Big Apple. It's the 8th-seeded Miami Heat traveling to face the 5th-seeded New York Knicks in Game 1 of their best-of-7 series Sunday afternoon. Miami advanced to the second round as they dispatched the top-seeded Bucks in 5 games after rallying for a 128-126 overtime win on the road in Game 5, winning outright as a 13-point underdog. Wednesday night, New York punched their ticket as they dropped the 4th-seeded Cavaliers in 5 games after winning Game 5 106-95 on the road, covering the line as a 5.5-point underdog. Wednesday night, the Knicks won 3 of 4 meetings this season, including a 101-92 home win in the most recent matchup on March 29th. The Miami Heat are coming into this game with plenty of momentum after taking down the 1st-seeded Bucks in a 5-game series in the first round. Jimmy Butler led the way with averages of 38 points, 6 rebounds, 4.8 assists, and 1.8 steals per game. Bam Adebayo averaged 17 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, while Gabe Vincent averaged 13 points and 5 assists per game. As a team, the Heat are averaging 124 points per game, while shooting 51.9% from the field and 45% from the three-point line. Tyler Herro is expected to play a big role in these playoffs, but he is expected to miss at least another 4 weeks following surgery on his right hand. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks will be feeling pretty good about themselves after making light work of the Cavaliers in a 5-game series win in the first round. Jalen Brunson has been leading the way with averages of 24 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. R.J. Barrett is averaging 17 points and 2.8 assists per game, while Julius Randle is averaging 14 points and 6.4 rebounds per game. As a team, the Knicks are scoring 100 points per game, while shooting 43% shooting from the field and 28.8% from the three-point line. But their success so far has been all about their defense, as they kept the Cavaliers in check, which meant that they didn't need much scoring from Randle, who has yet to hit his stride in these playoffs. Looking at the betting trends, the Heat are 37-17 against the spread in their last 54 games, playing on 3 or more days rest, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Knicks are 10-4-1 against the spread in their last 15 home games, 6-1 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 20-6 in the last 26 meetings in New York. The Heat are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Heat are 11-5 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in New York. The Heat are still missing Victor Oladipo and Tyler Herro, while the Knicks are keeping eyes on Quentin Grimes and Julius Randle, who are both listed as questionable. The Heat were really impressive in the way they dispatched of the Bucks in the first round, especially Butler, who has taken his game to another level. The Knicks weren't quite as impressive in their win over the Cavaliers, but they've been defending well, and they hold the edge in this matchup after winning the regular season series by 3-1. It seems like everybody is on the New York Knicks bandwagon after their short series against the Cavs, and they have won 4 of the last 5 meetings against the Heat. The Knicks have also been covering machines all year. Still, I'm not leaving points on the table with the Heat, a team that made short work of the betting favorites to win the title in the Bucks. Butler is the hottest player in the playoffs, and this Heat team overall has been the best defensive team in these playoffs. Small sample size still, but the Heat appears to have flipped a switch. While it may be hard to split these two teams at the moment, but the Heat are 11-5 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in New York, and I believe that trend continues here as the Heat draw first blood in this series. So the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. This is a matchup of complete polar opposites when you look at the numbers. Miami went over the total in all 5 of their first-round matchups, with 4 of those games soaring past the total by at least 15 points. The Heat played at a fast tempo in the opening round, averaging 101.7 possessions per game, while posting a 60.5% effective field goal percentage in the series. On the flip side, New York stayed under the total in all 5 of their first-round contests, with 4 of those ending up short of the mark by at least 8 points. Game 5 saw the most points of any game in the series, and that ended up with a combined 201 points. Look for this one to be a defensive struggle, leaving things short of the number. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors vs. Sacramento Kings. It's a winner-take-all contest as a pair of Pacific Division teams from the state of California take the floor for the right to advance to the semifinals. The 6th-seeded Golden State Warriors are on the road as they make the trip to take on the 3rd-seeded Sacramento Kings Sunday afternoon. Sacramento took the first 2 games at home, prevailing 126-123 on April 15th and 114-106 in Game 2 on April 17th. Golden State won the next 3 games, taking a 114-97 win at home in Game 3 on April 20th, a 126-125 home win in Game 4 last Sunday, and a 123-116 road win in Game 5 Tuesday night to take a 3-2 series lead. Sacramento answered with a 118-99 road win in Game 6 Thursday night to set this one up. The winner moves on, the loser goes home. Which team moves on to face the Lakers? The Golden State Warriors were just 1 win away from advancing to the second round, but they are now playing to keep their season alive after losing by 118-99 in Game 6 to the Kings on Friday. Stephen Curry led the team with 29 points and 5 assists. Klay Thompson added 22 points on 8 of 20 shooting, while Andrew Wiggins chipped in with 13 points, but no other player finished in double figures in scoring. As a team, the Warriors shot just 37% from the field and 10 of 32 from the three-point line as they struggled to match the desperation of the Kings early on and were always fighting an uphill battle after allowing 35 points in the second quarter. Jordan Poole had a night to forget as he finished with just 7 points on 2 of 11 shooting in the starting lineup. Meanwhile, the Sacramento Kings needed to come out swinging to keep their season alive, and they did just that as they took down the Warriors on Friday to force a series decider. Malik Monk led the team in scoring with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists off the bench. De'Aaron Fox added 26 points with 11 assists on 10 of 18 shooting, while Keegan Murray chipped in with 15 points and 12 rebounds. As a team, the Kings shot just 40% from the field and 17 of 45 from the three-point line as they poured in 35 points in the second quarter to take the lead into halftime, before they held the Warriors to just 19 points in the fourth quarter to make it a complete blowout. Domantas Sabonis had a quiet game of just 7 points on 3 of 12 shooting in 23 minutes of action. Looking at the betting trends, the Warriors are 16-36-1 against the spread in their last 53 road games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a loss, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 conference quarterfinals games. The Kings are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 home games against a team with a losing road record. Head-to-head, the under is 13-6-1 in the last 20 meetings in Sacramento, and the Warriors are 7-17 against the spread in the last 24 meetings overall. I'm about as shocked the Golden State Warriors lost Game 6 on their home court as they are. The Sacramento Kings may be young, but they have confidence and aren't intimidated by these Warriors, and Fox looks okay despite a messed-up finger. At this point, a Kings victory wouldn't surprise me as they're at home with a nasty home crowd that's thirsty for success. Still, I'm going to lean on the experience of the Warriors in a Game 7. They've been here, done that, and have won in hostile buildings over the last several years. The Warriors must have overlooked the Kings on Friday because they just didn't come out and match the Kings' desperation, and now they're facing a must-win game on the road. Yes, the Warriors hold the edge in playoff experience, but they've been a poor road team all season, and it might just cost them in this one. I'm tempted to take the Kings, who look dominant in Game 6, but with what is at stake, I'm more comfortable leaning towards the Warriors to advance thanks to a big game from Curry. So the Golden State Warriors to cover the spread is our full game side pick. Much like the rest of things in this series, the teams have split the 6 games in relation to the total. We saw the teams stay under the number in Games 2, Game 3, and Game 6 while they went over the number in Games 1, 4, and 5. The average tempo has been a blistering 103.1 possessions per game in this series. Golden State has the advantage in effective field goal percentage, but the Kings have edges in turnover percentage, offensive rebounding percentage, and free throw attempts per field goal attempt in the series. Game 6 was a defensive masterpiece by the Kings, something we haven't seen them do often this season. For Game 7, we have the lowest projected total of the series at just 229.5 points, a number that was exceeded in 3 of the 6 games played so far. Each team has had one game in which they finished under 100 points and lost in a blowout. Series-deciding games are close more often than not. I can't see either team chipping away easily here, as 4 games in this series have been decided by single-digit point differentials. This has been the most fun series to watch so far, especially from an offensive standpoint. I expect the Warriors to make adjustments and to be a lot more sharper than they were on Friday. Look for both teams to put in the work on offense and to run and gun, helping this one go past the total mark as the series comes to a close. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.